Falkirk manager Jim Jeffries named a large squad for this match, indicating that most of his players are fit for the challenges ahead. But after today's game, he'll have to rearrange his defence because centre-back John Hughes begins a 5-match suspension. Well, former Ranger Kevin Drinkle begins his 10th consecutive game since joining the Brockville club during the close season, and he's relishing his role as player coach. He's also notched 3 goals so far. Partick Thistle are along expected lines, and confidence is sky high these days after what's been an excellent start to the season, culminating in a 6-3 win over Dundee at Firhill last week. And what a special day that was in the career of former St Mirren player George Shaw, who signed last year in a swap deal involving several players. He scored 4 goals, taking his tally to 6 in 3 games. The referee is Hugh Dallas from Bonkle in Lanarkshire. So it's Falkirk who get this important match underway. Falkirk starting today, bottom of the Premier Division with just 4 points from 6 games. But what an incentive they have to do something here against Partick Thistle, because a win would see them leap 5 places to join Thistle. Thistle themselves have made a very good start, 6 points from 6 games. 2 teams, of course, who've been used to meeting one another in the First Division rather than the top league. Well, a healthy crowd here this afternoon, and no doubt expecting a few goals, especially after Partick Thistle's extravaganza. And 2 of the interested spectators there, Andy Roxburgh, the Scotland manager, and assistant Craig Brann. They, of course, have in the squad young Forbes Johnson in the under-21 squad. So an early touch for Cadet. And a fine effort there from Kevin Drinkle. Well, they certainly get plenty of power into the shot. Just a quick look up towards goal. Fired in the early shot, which was well handled by Craig Nelson. Well, Thistle have made little impact so far. It's been all Falkirk, and here they come again, through to Drinkle. And the referee will have to take action now. Grant Tierney called over. Just digging in right behind the striker, taking him right out of the game. The referee leaving the player in no doubt. So Tierney becomes the first player booked. Twice for Falkirk, through to Cadet. Smith, Drinkle, oh, a tremendous save. A terrific save there by Craig Nelson. A great incisive move by Falkirk. The ball was pushed through to Cadet, who held off the challenge of Peebles. And there was Drinkle firing in the shot, which was well saved by Craig Nelson. Now it's Irons, playing it through to Cameron. John Hughes is there ahead of him up, and happy to concede the throw-in. And it's headed behind by Forbes Johnson, the young man who's in the under-21 squad, a budding lawyer. John Hughes partly clearing, but it's Thistle who take the lead through Jerry Britton. 14 minutes gone, and Jerry Britton gets his 4th goal of the season. He just wheeled there close to goal after the corner kick had been fired, and John Hughes it was who got the initial touch, partly cleared it. The ball was returned into the penalty area, and Britton reacted well. Callister getting the touch to Johnson. Rice, Oliver, Cadet, Johnson again, through for Drinkle. Wasn't quite sure where that was, he recovers well though. Well, the ball kind of bounced behind him. He didn't seem to know what it was, then he reacted well. Managed to stab it at goal. just dropped the wrong side, but showed good awareness, just couldn't get any power or direction into his effort. It's Johnston. Drinkle. And brought down on the edge of the area by Peebles, so the free kick to Falkirk. And now perhaps a chance for them to put themselves on level terms. McAllister leaving it to Rice. Well, Peebles charged off the wall, and he'll be booked for that, because referees again have been told this season that any player breaking off the defensive wall early will automatically be booked, and Gary Peebles is called over. Well, players have had these new rules pointed out to them. I'm sure John Lambie will be unhappy at that particular booking. It also gives Falkirk another chance at this. Craig Nelson steadying himself. What, the Rice or McAllister this time? It's McAllister. The ball takes a deflection and goes behind for the corner kick. Well, McAllister has tried so hard in this match. Well, the goalkeeper was toiling there. So many bodies in front of him. He did well to get even a touch. There's Forbes Johnston onto his left foot, through for Drinkle. Nicely controlled by Drinkle. That's a nice effort. The ball just curling away at the last moment. But he certainly showed terrific control before turning and having the shot. Drinkle and Cadet between them, winning the throw-in for Falkirk. It's Eddie May. Cadet to Drinkle. Smith to McAllister. Oh, excellent play by McAllister, and a fine save by Craig Nelson. Well, McAllister seemed to have no opening at all. He was surrounded by Partick Thistle players, still getting a very good shot, which was excellently handled by Craig Nelson. There's McVicker for Thistle. It's a good ball forward for Britton to chase. He gets away from Baptiste. Well, the shot was straight at the goalkeeper, but he stepped inside the defender well. An excellent long ball out of defence. Good inside there. The shot straight at McDougall. Jerry Britton can be well pleased with his first half contribution. He scored 120 goals in 160 games for the Celtic reserve, so he does have a pedigree. Irons losing out to Rice. It's Smith. There's suddenly a bit of a gap opening up here in the Thistle half of the field. Forbes Johnson. Breaks now to Cadet. And into the side netting. A bit of a chance there. Goes a begging for Falkirk. The ball broke just at this point. Right to Cadet, but quite a tight angle. And the first time shot into the side netting. Not a very good kick out though by the goalkeeper. It's picked up now by Eddie May to Cadet. It's surely a free kick. The referee awards it. So we're now well inside the final minute of this first half. Can Falkirk get back in level terms? Well, Baptiste's moved into the area. Drinkle's there. Another excellent save by the goalkeeper. Well, that was a classic downward header from Kevin Drinkle. It looked as though it was going in, and the goalkeeper performed miracles there, diving down to his right. Well, Drinkle will really feel he should have had a goal there. Here come Falkirk again. Seconds remaining. Good play by McAllister. And he wins the corner kick off Law. Well, a grandstand finish to this first half by Falkirk. Referee checking his watch. We've just moved into injury time. Back is in there, and that one's inches away. And there goes the half-time whistle. Well, Falkirk bombarding the Thistle goal in the final minutes of the first half. But the story is that Partick Thistle are one goal ahead thanks to Jerry Britton after 14 minutes. The corner came over from the right. It was partly cleared by Hughes. It was played back into the penalty area, and Britton wheeled to send the ball beyond Gordon McDougall into the back of the net. The half-time score at Brockville, Falkirk 0, Partick Thistle 1. Kick-off, and no doubt some harsh words from manager John Lambie still ringing in their ears, because in the final stages of the first half they were under a lot of pressure from Falkirk, and no doubt Falkirk will want to build on that play. There's John Lambie. The free kick awarded to Falkirk. Cadet bundled off the ball. It's McAllister. That's a good cross. Almost finding Drinkle. And Craig Nelson beginning the second half the way he finished the first. Ball whipped in towards the near post and cut out by the goalkeeper, with Drinkle threatening. It's a good challenge by Britton, and good first-time shot by Shaw, who applauds his teammate. The ball was really well won in the air by Jerry Britton, and Shaw reacted really well with the early shot, which wasn't far away. Up to again. Well, slack defensive play by Falkirk, getting themselves into trouble again, but they come out of it through Oliver. It's Drinkle just keeping that ball in play. Well, he's looking for the free kick. He gets nothing from the referee. Cadet to May. Oliver steps away from Farningham. Switch of play again to Johnson. Down the line from McAllister. It's quickly closed down though by Bobby Law. Hughes doing well. John Hughes with the shot, and again it's a fine save by Craig Nelson. Well, Hughes did really well. He won the ball and then he hit the curling shot. The goalkeeper came flying across goal. Johnson attempting to get the ball forward there, has to settle for the throw-in. Drinkle being shadowed by Peebles. Support arrives from McAllister. It's McAllister taking on Peebles, getting in the cross. Well, Paul Smith it was who got the touch, but he couldn't get any power into it at all. That was a real chance for Falkirk to get themselves back into this game. Nelson decided to stay in his line. In fact, an arm might well have been used there. There's Drinkle now for Falkirk. Oliver coming on the overlap. Getting in the cross, it's Cadet going for it. He gets a second stab, now it's Drinkle. Oh, another marvellous save by Craig Nelson. Well, Drinkle cannot believe it. Cadet it was who got in the header, he got a second stab at it, then Drinkle had a terrific shot, which was parried by the goalkeeper. Vickers staying cool under pressure. That's Falkirk's ball. Peebles fighting hard for it. Irons back giving some help. It's Cameron. It's well cut out though. Long ball now from Hughes. Well, Falkirk mustn't fall into the trap of depending too much on the high ball. Now it's David Irons, a chance here. Oh, what a chance really for Thistle to wrap it all up. Cameron it was playing the ball through to David Irons. Here comes Thistle again. It's McVicker playing it through. Farningham. Well, Partick Thistle might look back on those two chances and regret them. McVicker it was who played the ball right across the penalty area. And Farningham's shot going just wide of the post. Still just the one goal in it. Falkirk, though, are preparing to send on both their substitutes, Alec Taylor and Scott Sloan. I think the referee has spotted the intention now. So off goes Eddie May. And Crawford Bapty also leaving the field. And on come Alec Taylor and Scott Sloan. Well, in fact, Bapty is coming back on and Cadet has gone off, so a bit of confusion over there at the dugout. So just over a minute of injury time played now. John Lambie trying to keep them calm. McAllister still battling away for Falkirk. If anyone deserved anything out of this game, well, he does. But, the ball drops behind for the goal kick. So all eyes on the referee. The Thistle fans just below us begin their celebrations. Taylor winning it. Now it's Rice. Scott Sloan. There's still play going on. Over 2 minutes of injury time played. McAllister popping up again, and there goes the final whistle. John Lambie salutes his players. That puts Thistle on to 8 points alongside Aberdeen. And there's the man they can thank in the second half. He had some terrific saves throughout this match, but one in particular in the second half. As Kevin Drinkle thundered in the ball, he dived his right to parry it to safety. The final score here at Brockville, Falkirk 0, Partick Thistle 1. John, you'll be delighted with the result. What did you make of the performance?
I was happy up to a point really, Jerry, but no, we didn't play the fluent football that we have been playing, but all credit to Falkirk, they pinned us back into our own half, and at the end of the day though, what I was happy about, I thought that we created more chances than them, and they run out of ideas, but yes, I'm delighted with 2 points, and we're going into 3 difficult games. That makes it all the better.
You're trying to sign Terry Butcher and you tried to sign Graham Roberts. Have you got anyone else in the pipeline?
Well, I'll tell you something, right, thank goodness I hadn't Terry Butcher here today, because he scored 2 OGs I heard today, so thank goodness he wasn't here. No, yes, I have some in the pipeline, but it didn't materialise. I thought we'd had him here today. I'll have to get him because Grant Tierney goes into the hospital this week. I'll miss him next week, maybe the next 2 or 3 weeks, so I'll have to keep looking to see if I can strengthen the squad.
There was a spell in the second half where you could have finished it off and the chances were squandered. Is that something you'll have to look at?
Yeah, well, I thought we could have maybe had it, the extra chances in the first half, because at the end of the day I thought that Jerry Britton scored one, but he had a great chance to score his second goal. The goalkeeper was miles out his goals, and all he needed to do is chip it. And if he had done that into the second half, we might have got another 15,000 out of it, Jerry, you know. It'd been brilliant for that. I might have got something out of this one. I didn't get nothing out of the last one, Jerry.
What's the message for the Old Firm and Aberdeen?
No, I'm just going to keep quiet in that one. I know I watched him against Motherwell Rangers and it's frightening. But on the day, if we can work hard and perform on the day, I'll just be delighted if we can take something out of the game. I know
Fantastic saves, a string of them all afternoon.
Yeah, I think it's just a great shame that he just misses been available for selection for the under-21s by 2 months or something, because I'm quite sure that Andy Roxburgh had him in his plans for the midweek game in Switzerland, and as I say, misses that by 2 months, but he really had a quite outstanding game yesterday. I mean, I signed him as a YTS lad when I was at Airdrie, but he's come on leaps and bounds since then, much stronger physically. And apart from his actual shot stopping, coming for crosses like that, and you know, when there's people like Crawford Bapty about, great for defenders when you see your goalkeeper coming in clutching crosses like this. And that was a marvellous save again for a Kevin Drinkle header, just down at the near post, and probably the best save of the afternoon. Kevin Drinkle strikes this one really well, but Craig Nelson gets across and palms it out for a corner.
And poor old Kevin Drinkle, I mean, of anyone, he should not have been in a losing side, should he?
Yeah, he tried very hard, but never really got much joy in and around the box. Obviously, maybe not as sharp as what he was some years ago, but still, I thought, led the line intelligently, good at bringing other people into the game.
I think his experience as well, Gordon, will be vital in what's going to be a difficult season for Falkirk. They came up last year and consolidated, but it's going to be a tough fight for them now.
Yeah, I think the same can be said of Thistle. It'll be a difficult season for them as well, even although they've had an absolutely magnificent start. Even the most optimistic Partick Thistle supporter couldn't imagine them be 2 points behind the leaders at this stage.
Significant there, John Lambie mentioning Grant Tierney. He's going to miss him. As John said, he goes into hospital. He played ever so well, didn't he?
Yeah, well, he's certainly no Franz Beckenbauer, and he might not be the most mobile either, but he's very effective. I mean, he won absolutely everything in the air yesterday, and I think probably in the whole of Scottish football, there's not a central defender that attacks the ball the way Grant Tierney does. Really impressive, and certainly aerial combats yesterday.
Forbes Johnson took the eye as well, I think, Jerry.
Yes, well, he proved why he's in the under-21 squad for Switzerland, and he's part of the brains trust of the youngsters coming through. He's, as I said in commentary, a budding lawyer. He goes back to university next month, in fact. But he used the ball intelligently, and I'm sure he impressed Andy Roxburgh and Craig Brown again. And it's an indication that we still have good young talent coming through.
Yeah, because I think we highlighted him, Jerry, in one of his first games for Falkirk last season, and I'm glad to say that he's come on and improved a lot and looks like a smashing prospect.
Certainly Jim Jeffries doesn't have his problems to seek, Jerry. I mean, he would have hoped for a win at home against the likes of Thistle.
Yes, and he gets into a situation now. Falkirk play St Johnstone and Motherwell away from home. Again, 2 crucial encounters for them, and then they have Celtic at home. Partick Thistle, as John Lambie mentioned, they're now at home to Rangers. They're away to Aberdeen and Celtic. But at least Thistle have opened up a bit of a cushion, and that could be pretty vital. And John Lambie said to us on Scott Sport Extra Time on Friday night, Gordon, they've got to go to these places and win. If they're going to survive, they've got to go to the likes of Brockville, to McDermott Park.
Well, the whole thing for Jim Jeffries and John Lambie is a matter of survival the whole season, and it's going to be that way right to the end, no matter what kind of start Partick Thistle have had. I mean, I think it'll be a successful season for them if they escape relegation. I mean, it's tough for these guys because they just haven't got the resources that other managers have got. I think John Hughes as well, you know, going out for 5 games, that's going to be pretty significant because he's a cornerstone of Falkirk. He was with Jim Jeffries, of course, at Berwick. And he'll certainly be missed. And, you know, as the bookings mount up, the suspensions come into play and all the rest of it, it's definitely going to hit these clubs. You know, a 44-game league suits Rangers, it suits Celtic, it suits Aberdeen. They have the resources. These clubs are going to have to battle all the way.